Welcome to Neural Nexus Podcast, where we explore the hottest topics shaping the world. Let's dive in.
Welcome to our deep dive, and today we're tackling Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
One of the NFL's most intriguing quarterbacks.
For sure.
We've got excerpts from a biography all about him,
Okay.
and we're going to explore his rise to fame, the peaks and valleys of his career,
Sounds good.
and what makes him such a captivating figure in football.
So, starting right from the beginning.
You know, his journey wasn't exactly typical.
Yeah.
It wasn't the straight path you might expect. Like, he didn't just land a spot on a top-tier college team right away.
He had to take kind of a detour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he started at Butte Community College.
Butte Community College.
Yeah, then transferred to UC Berkeley later on.
Wow, that's
It
interesting.
really shows his drive, though. You know,
Yeah.
like facing that setback and then excelling at Butte
Right.
speaks volumes about his determination.
You know, like, that period really shaped him.
I think so.
Like, it forged this determination in him
Yeah.
that became, like, a defining characteristic of his career.
Right. And that led him to UC Berkeley, where he set records.
Exactly.
And then he gets drafted by the Green Bay Packers in 2005.
But can you imagine stepping into the shoes of a legend like Brett Favre?
That's some pretty big shoes to fill, right?
What was that transition like for him?
Well, he had this amazing opportunity
Yeah.
to learn from one of the best.
Wow.
To really absorb Favre's knowledge and experience.
So by the time his moment came in 2008,
Yeah,
he was ready.
he was more than ready.
And then there's that incredible Super Bowl XLV victory.
Oh, yeah.
31-25 against the Steelers.
Right.
Rodgers takes home the Super Bowl MVP award.
Wrote a statement, right?
Oh, yeah. It was a huge moment.
Absolutely.
So what was it about his performance in that game that really set him apart?
Well, it was like a masterclass in quarterbacking.
Okay.
And it went beyond just physical skill.
Yeah.
He had this almost uncanny ability to read the Steelers' defense.
Really?
Yeah. Stayed cool under pressure
Yeah.
and made the right plays at the right time.
That's impressive.
Oh, it was. Solidified his status as a champion, for sure.
Now we can't forget about those 4 NFL MVP awards.
Oh, yeah. I got to talk about those.
2011, 2014,
Right.
2020, and 2021.
Wow.
That's some serious dominance over a long period.
It puts him in a league of his own, wouldn't you say?
I mean, definitely up there.
Yeah.
What do you think it was about those particular seasons that led to those MVP awards?
It wasn't just about his talent.
Right.
It was his intelligence on the field.
Okay.
He wasn't just reacting to the defense.
Mhm.
He was anticipating their moves, dissecting their strategies,
Wow.
and he orchestrated that Packers offense with a level of mastery that was remarkable.
You mentioned dissecting defenses.
Yeah.
Can you, break that down for us a little bit?
Sure. So one example is his use of pre-snap adjustments.
Okay.
He would analyze the defensive alignment, you see,
Uh-huh.
look for any weaknesses,
Yeah.
and then change the play at the line of scrimmage to exploit those weaknesses.
It's like he's playing chess out there on the field.
Yeah, exactly. Always thinking 2 steps ahead.
So we've got the physical talent,
Right.
we've got the mental acuity,
Right.
and then there's Hail Mary throws.
Can't forget those.
These moments that have become legendary.
Yeah.
No, you can't deny there's a certain element of luck involved,
Well, there's always some luck involved.
but there's also a lot of skill.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what does it take to actually pull off a play like that?
It's more than just luck, that's for sure.
Right.
You need incredible arm strength and accuracy.
Yeah, to launch the ball that far.
Yeah. And you also need awareness of where your receivers are.
Right.
And the confidence to trust them to make the play in such a chaotic situation.
It's almost like he bends the laws of physics with those throws.
It's pretty amazing to watch.
So we've talked about the highs, but his career hasn't been all smooth sailing, right?
No, not at all.
He's had to deal with injuries, coaching changes,
Mm-hmm.
a constantly changing roster in Green Bay.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs.
So how has he managed to stay at the top of his game, despite those challenges?
I think it's his ability to adapt and evolve.
Okay.
It's a testament to his resilience.
So he wasn't content to just rely on his natural talent. He was constantly working on his technique,
Right.
learning from his experiences,
Mhm.
adjusting his approach as needed.
Yeah. He had never stopped growing as a player.
And that adaptability was on full display when he went to the New York Jets in 2023.
Oh, absolutely. A big change.
After 18 seasons with the Packers,
Yeah.
what do you think motivated him to take on that new challenge?
Well, it shows a desire to push himself,
Yeah.
to step outside of his comfort zone, to prove he could still compete at a high level in a totally new environment. was
Wow.
a bold move, and it added a whole new layer of intrigue to his career.
It definitely did.
Yeah. Yeah, that move to the Jets, it was a real turning point.
Yeah.
It was more than just a change of scenery.
Right.
It was like a statement about his ambition. He wasn't content to just coast on his past achievements.
It's interesting thinking about his impact on the game.
Yeah.
It goes way beyond just his own performance on the field.
It really is.
He's become like a role model for a whole generation of quarterbacks.
Right.
What do you think it is about his style of play that's had such an influence?
It's the way he combines that physical talent with this almost intellectual approach.
Interesting.
He took the quarterback position and made it like a strategic chess match.
Wow.
Dissecting defenses, making those pre-snap adjustments,
Yeah.
orchestrating the offense with so much mastery.
It was like nothing we'd seen before.
Exactly.
It's almost like he sees the game differently than other quarterbacks.
I think he does.
Can you talk a little more about that strategic side of his game?
Sure, he's known for mastering these pre-snap reads.
Okay.
He analyzes the defense before the snap you see,
Mm-hmm.
figures out if they're going to blitz, what coverage they're in,
Uh-huh.
and then uses that information to change the play at the line.
Yeah. So it's a combination of things then.
Oh, yeah.
Film study, experience, and just this natural understanding of the game.
It allows him to make those split-second decisions.
That's incredible.
It is. It's not just throwing the ball, it's outsmarting the opponent.
And it's not just on the field either.
No.
He's committed to philanthropy, speaks out on important social issues.
Right.
It shows he's willing to use his platform for good.
It's refreshing to see
It really is.
an athlete of his stature engaging with the world in such a thoughtful way.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, he's not just a football player. He's making a difference.
So considering all his accomplishments,
On and off the field,
where do you think he ranks among the all-time great quarterbacks?
that's always a tough question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legacies are always evolving.
All right.
But you look at his MVP awards, the Super Bowl win,
Those incredible stats.
his impact on how the game is played
It's undeniable.
is definitely in the conversation.
He's got that clutch factor too.
Oh, yeah.
That ability to rise to the occasion.
When the stakes are highest.
And the way he's redefined the quarterback position.
It's changed how young players approach the game.
It's true.
He's inspired them to embrace the mental side of the game.
Right. The film study, the pre-snap reads.
Understanding those defenses.
But like you said, legacies are complex.
They are.
What do you think will define his legacy with the Jets?
The Jets are a unique challenge.
How so?
They're a storied franchise, but they haven't had that recent success.
Like the Packers have had.
Exactly.
So can he elevate them to championship contention?
Can he replicate the magic he had in Green Bay?
That's what makes this next chapter so fascinating.
It really does.
You get to see how he adapts to a new team, a new system.
New set of expectations.
It's a testament to his drive that he's still pushing himself.
Absolutely.
Hard to believe we're already at the end of our Aaron Rodgers deep dive. I know, right? Feels like we just scratched the surface.
It's true. There's just so much to his story.
From those Butte days to that Super Bowl win.
To those unforgettable Hail Marys.
But you know what's really stuck with me?
What's that?
It's his ability to reinvent himself, to embrace those new challenges.
Never settling.
We often hear about athletes having a second wind late in their careers. But with Rodgers, it feels like he's had multiple wins.
He keeps finding new ways to push himself.
Redefining what's possible.
That move to the Jets, that's a perfect example.
Exactly. He could have stayed in Green Bay.
In that comfort zone.
With the adoration of the fans.
But he chose to step outside of that.
Test himself, prove he's still capable of greatness.
And that's what makes this next chapter so fascinating.
Absolutely. How will he adapt to the Jets system?
Can he replicate that Packers success?
These are the questions that'll define this new era.
You know what intrigues me?
What's that?
It's the impact he could have on the Jets organization as a whole.
They've got that young talent.
And his leadership, that experience.
That commitment to excellence.
It could really transform the team's culture.
It's like he's become a mentor.
Not just for his teammates.
But for the entire franchise.
And beyond the Jets, too.
His impact is felt across the league.
I bet every young quarterback has studied his game.
Trying to emulate his approach.
His influence. It goes beyond the stats and the awards.
He's redefined what it means to be a quarterback.
Emphasizing that mental agility.
Strategic thinking, that pre-snap mastery.
He's raised the bar for the entire position.
So as we wrap up, what will be Aaron Rodgers' lasting legacy?
It's more than just the Super Bowl ring.
More than the MVPs, even those Hail Marys.
It's how he's elevated the game.
Inspired those young players.
Used his platform to make a positive impact.
He's shown us greatness isn't just about talent.
It's about dedication, resilience.
That constant pursuit of improvement.
He's an icon. His story will captivate and inspire.
For generations to come.
And the best part?
What's that?
His story's still being written.
That new chapter with the Jets.
It holds so much potential.
I can't wait to see what he accomplishes next.
It's been a pleasure diving into the world of Aaron Rodgers with you.
Me too. It's a reminder that even in a sport like football,
It's often the mental game that sets the greats apart.
that strategic thinking, that unwavering belief.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for Aaron Rodgers.
The man, the athlete, the legend.
Remember, the journey doesn't end here.
Keep exploring, keep learning.
Keep being inspired by those who push the boundaries.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.